I must say it's very rare for us as an agency to get ourselves involved in a project where everybody is so passionate about this project, until we came across the Dialogue Express Cafe run by Hakan that really got us to reconnect and understand the core values that we stand as an agency, which is about helping communities, helping amplifying the underrepresented voices, and also helping create content and projects that would allow organizations to reach diverse audiences. And I think we're so excited to have you, Hakan, with us today as we really delve into how this whole great idea came about. So we're going to have a short conversation just for you to share your journey. So maybe you can start off by introducing yourself.
Sure. Yeah, thanks, Philip.
Yeah.
My name is Hakan.
Yeah.
I am the founder of Dialogue Hub, CIC.
Yeah.
I'm a social entrepreneur. I describe myself as a social entrepreneur.
Yeah, right.
I've been working with disabled people for a very long time. And I came from the museum background. So that's why I have a passion in experiential learning theme. Basically, what I've learned from my past experience is, instead of telling people what to do, the best way is to create a platform where people can come and encounter. So as a social entrepreneur, I observed that the traditional approaches are not working and are not enough. So that's why we need to come up with new ideas, new solutions to address the social and environmental issues. So that's why, since I have some relatives who have been diagnosed with different disabilities, I realized that those people, disabled people, are excluded from the society. And that's how I started to create a platform like Dialogue Café and Dialogue Express Cafe to convey the message to the public, actually. Again, instead of sharing my story with people, I prefer to invite them to come and encounter with others. Others could be deaf, could be blind, could be everyone, actually.
Now, Dialogue Hub is quite a distinctive name. Was that the right choice, and how did you come about with that?
I've been using dialogue for a very long time because we all need a dialogue, actually. To be honest, everyone has a prejudice, has a stereotypes towards each other. The only solution, or one of the strongest solutions, is a dialogue. So that's why I use dialogue. And Hub also, an umbrella. So basically, Dialogue Hub has 3 pillars in our project. One is Dialogue in the Dark, second one is Dialogue Café, and the third one is Dialogue Gallery. Right. So yeah, that's why we are using Dialogue Hub.
Right. So what would you say a successful day looks like for you at Dialogue Hub?
First of all, when I see the positive sign from my deaf people, when I see their self-confidence improvement, this is the best day. And also when I see the public like us, the hearing people, they come and encounter with deaf people. And by the time the barriers are totally removed, that's the best day for my life.
Now, many businesses are passionate about whatever they set themselves, but they struggle to grow. From your point of view, what are some of the hurdles you faced in reaching your wider audience?
I mean, the value proposition is so essential. I mean, to be honest, in this century, it's not important what you are delivering, but how you are delivering, in which way, especially considering the young generation, using branding, using creative approach, using technology are the essential parts. So that's why as an independent small-sized social enterprise, we need that kind of support, who can help us to navigate the creative approach. and again, the address the best way how to position ourselves.
Can you tell me when you realized that, you know what, we need expertise, we need support, we need people to come in and hold our hands and move us to the next level?
I mean, of course, we always need, stakeholders or like-minded people around us to help us to, improve our social value, social impact. Because to be honest, what we are doing here is so impactful, but the issue, the key issue is how to show this, how to, let's say, promote this to the public. So that's why once we opened Dialogue Café at the UL, we realized that we need an expertise. We need creative minds around us to position Dialogue Café in the right sense.
Now, can you take us back to how did you engage with Eagle and how did this whole conversation start that really got this whole agency rallying behind your cause?
First, I became a member, Chamber of Commerce, and that's how I met Eagle London and you. And then, by the moment I met, I got this feeling that we could collaborate because I felt first you are impressed by the way how we deliver the impact, and I can see at that time. You are gonna be a big asset in this regard to create a value here at the Dialogue Café.
So how's the journey been? How have your brand positioning been worked on since your engagement with Eagle, and what has Eagle done?
I mean, we had many brainstorming. We had many meetings. We first discussed our brandings. We discussed our logo. We discussed our websites, and again we discussed what is the best way to position Dialogue Café, because at that time we were planning to open our second venue, which is Dialogue Express Cafe. So how are we gonna distinguish between two, let's say, locations, two brands, which one is Dialogue Café and the second one is Dialogue Express Cafe. So these discussions actually have been going on around these teams.
So looking now at where you've achieved, I mean, I can see the branding behind us. Looking at where we are now and where you were before we met, what's the difference?
First of all, now we have very clear branding, clear vision, clear idea, because interpretation, especially for the branding, is so important. So to be honest, I'm very lucky because I'm surrounded by very creative minds. Your team is amazing. They're doing great job. And since they got the idea, because it's the important part.
Exactly.
They got the idea, they encountered with our deaf people, they started learning BSL, and then they created amazing, clear branding vision.
Right. So what does the future hold for Dialogue Express?
To be honest, we keep receiving invitations and applications from a deaf community, deaf environments, not only inside London, but also across the UK. Even recently I received a request from a council based in Australia. This is really interesting. Wow. That shows that this is a promising thing. It's a growing thing, because when we look at the data, for instance, living in Newham, deaf people, the unemployment rate is huge. So of course we need support. We need a partnership, long-term partnership, to meet this demand, to create a long-term employment opportunities for those who are seeking job.
I know that there's a project coming up that you've been put up to be voted for, and you're inviting the community. Can you tell us a bit about it and where people can find this project to get involved?
We recently applied for a project, for a funding actually, to Newham Council. It's about Dialogue Express Cafe. And we proposed that Dialogue Express Cafe is one of the safest environment and place where family, young people can come and participate and engage with our deaf and hard of hearing people while they are having their drinks and food. We would like to invite local residents, people who are living in Stratford in Newham, to vote for us to make this business sustainable for the next 5-10 years.
Right. Okay. Before we wrap up, I've heard you mention Dialogue Hub, Dialogue Express, Dialogue Café. Dialogue Café is at University of East London campus within the Sustainable
Center.
Tell us a bit about that project and how you managed to get yourself into the university.
That's a really good question, because by the time we were invited to be there, we didn't know that we were the first British Sign Language coffee shop within the university campus.
Right.
So together with Sustainability Center, we created an amazing Dialogue Cafe within the campus, and this cafe is not positioned as a regular coffee shop, but also now we are gonna be embedded into the curriculum. Now we are seen as a case study where students can come and work for us as an internship program or as an volunteer, and also we are gonna deliver the BSL class to students and to the lecturers, because BSL is an official language in the UK. So UL is giving importance to Dialogue Cafe project, which is amazing. Fantastic. So we are happy to be in the university campus.
And are you open to going to other universities?
Definitely, because it's aligned with the curriculum. Not only in terms of BSL, but also as a social business. Because what we have observed so far, students are very into the social projects, but that kind of projects such as Dialogue Cafe is so rare. So that's why they would like to use Dialogue Cafe as a social example, social case.
All right. Thank you very much, Hakan. So viewers, always remember that whenever you're looking for a place to have your coffee and also create a social impact, the Dialogue Cafes or the Dialogue Express Cafe are the place for you, next to the Stratford station, right on the Carpenters Estate. I encourage everybody to come over and experience it, engage, learn some sign language. I think I myself have had the opportunity to do the BSL course, and I say that it's improved my communication skills, because now when I'm coming up with content creation, I'm now mindful of other people who cannot understand or hear the audio that we put on our communication. So well done, Hakan, and we are always ready to support you, and we hope that together this venture will thrive for the benefit of everyone.
Thanks, Philip. It's so valuable to have your team on board. So thanks again.